Isaac Newton discovered gravity, invented calculus, explained planetary motion, one of history's greatest minds. In 1720, he lost his entire fortune in a stock bubble, 20,000 pounds gone, everything. When asked about it later, Newton said, "I can calculate the motion of heavenly but not the madness of people." The smartest man who ever lived couldn't predict human greed, couldn't resist it, couldn't escape it. If Isaac Newton fell for it, what makes you think you won't? This is the South Sea Bubble. History's first modern financial mania. The original template, every bubble since follows this exact pattern. Tulips in Holland, railways in Britain, .com in America, housing in 2008, crypto today. Different names, different technologies, same human psychology, same destructive pattern. If you're starting to see how financial frauds hide behind legitimate business models, comment below what modern bubble you recognize. Subscribe, because these patterns repeat endlessly and recognizing them early is your only protection. London 1711, England drowning in war, debt, decades fighting, France left, the government broke. National debt, £9 million, massive for the time, paying 6% interest annually just to service it. Desperate for solutions. Enter the South Sea Company. Joint stock corporation given exclusive monopoly on all British trade with South America. Sounds incredible. South America, wealthy with Spanish silver and gold. Investors rush to buy shares. Stock price starts climbing immediately. Here's what they don't tell you. South Sea Company never actually traded much with South America, Spain. Controlled those waters completely, entire business model built on fantasy. But that didn't matter because South Sea Company wasn't really a trading company, it was a debt conversion scheme wrapped in credible disguise. 1720, South Sea makes Parliament an offer. We'll take over national debt, all £9 million. In exchange, exclusive trading rights and ability to issue unlimited stock. Parliament agrees. Why? Because every member received free shares, bribes disguised as investments. Deal done. Now the magic begins. Company starts converting government debt into stock. Debt holders exchange bonds for shares. Sounds reasonable, but here's the fraud. Company controlled. How much stock to issue per bond manipulated, conversion rates controlled, price by controlling supply, chose to restrict supply massively, make shares scarce, watch price explode. January 1720, stock £128, February 175, March 230, May 300, August £1,000, almost 10 times higher in 8 months. Coffee houses in Exchange Alley become stock exchanges. Speculation, the only conversation. Everyone wants in. Servants buying shares. Clergy buying shares. Widows betting life savings. Not because company profitable, but because stock keeps rising. Rising stocks attract buyers, which makes stock rise more. Classic bubble mechanics. Isaac Newton watching this. He's no fool. Invests early, buys at 128, sells at 300, makes £7,000 profit. Smart move, genius move. But then watches stock continue climbing. 300 to 500, 500 to 7, 7 to 1,000. Everyone around him getting rich. Friends making fortunes, colleagues making fortunes. People less intelligent making fortunes while he sits out. Fear of missing out becomes unbearable. Overwhelms his rationality, defeats his genius. He buys back in near peak, £700 to £900 per share. Invests everything, £20,000 total. Massive position at worst possible time. August 1720. Babel peaks. Reality intrudes. Company has to pay dividends. Show profits. Has no profits. Never did, Never will. Spanish still not letting them trade. Whole structure built on smoke and momentum. Investors realize this. Panic selling begins. Stock collapses. 1,000 to 800, 8 to 6, 624. Down to 200 September, 175 October. Back to January levels. 9 months gains evaporate in weeks. Newton loses everything. 20,000 pounds gone. 77 years old, financially destroyed by same greed, consuming everyone else. Man who calculated planetary orbits couldn't calculate market madness. South Sea bubble crashes, takes British economy with it. Thousands ruined. But here's what matters today. The pattern, legitimate sounding opportunity. Government endorsement. Price momentum. Mania phase. New entrants flooding in. Peak. Reality returns. Panic collapse. Complechi ruin. This exact pattern repeats throughout history. Railway mania, 1840s, same pattern. Stock bubble, 1920s, identical. Dot-com late, 90s perfect match. Housing 2000s textbook repeat. Crypto 2020s, same psychology. Names change. Technology changes. Human psychology doesn't change. Fear of missing out doesn't change. Greed doesn't evolve. Desire for easy wealth never disappears. Willingness to ignore red flags when everyone's getting rich is hardwired. If Isaac Newton, possibly smartest human who ever lived, couldn't resist the bubble, what makes you immune? What makes you think when next bubble comes you'll be different, that you'll sell at peak? Be rational actor in a rational market. You won't. Nobody is. Pattern repeats. Because humans repeat. If this showed you a pattern you didn't see before, subscribe these patterns everywhere in financial history. Understanding them won't make you rich but might stop you being destroyed. In long run, not losing everything more important than making fortune. This is why history matters, not because past repeats exactly, but because human nature never changes. Understanding that is only edge you'll ever have.